No. Welcome back to my channel. Um, so I know we did not do a recap for episode 3, and episode 4 just aired. So we're gonna do a short recap of episode 3, and then we're gonna get into episode 4. Let's go. So episode 3 was that continuation of the vegan dinner, and Monique wanted to play the not for lazy couples, and all those questions came out. Raina and Jamie was questioned about their marriage again, and cheating came up, and then Ashley, put her foot on Winter's neck about her not vetting dude before she actually got married. And I feel like the pandemic did do, a number on a lot of us. And sometimes just like um your mind state can make you make decisions that you wouldn't normally make. And she thought that she saw his house. She thought that she seen what she needed to see to get married, but I don't know. At the very least, you need to make sure that there aren't any crazy issues out there. Just like when you move into a neighborhood, you want to see if it's any offenders in the area. You should do the same thing for dating, because you would be surprised who pops up on that offender list. Just saying. Do a little check. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's an offender, but I'm just saying, like, there's probably something else that would have led her to take a pause. Anyway, so Winter's still in like excuse mode. She wasn't really, at least they didn't show her taking accountability. She just kind of, is blaming Kevin for what he did to her. So the next day they show Raina and Jamie going for a run, because Raina's a runner. But they went for a run, and after that run, Jamie was like, that they talked about the dinner, and he was like, that was a whole setup. And I feel that, because the thing about it is, everything is what it is. Like, it happened, it's the past, whatever the case may be. But you on TV, and then you got Winter over here, and we're not about to pull up all of our old. We're not about to pull up all of our old like stuff. No, not here. No. So I kind of felt him on that. And when you get Raina in the right situation, she's a chatty patty. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure Jamie knows that, and that is why he's like, nah, you need to get amnesia. Anyway, so then Monique and Chris, they getting ready to go to Africa. Ashley and Raina go to the Botox studio, and Ashley got the Botox for her underarms, and it's supposed to help with sweat. So what I want to know is, she said it did work, but I want to know if it made her sweat in other places. Like, did your feet start sweating? Did your palms start sweating? Like, what were the side effects, if any? So then Quick and Jamie, they meet at a boxing studio with the kids, and Jamie gets Quick to talk to little Jamie and Jason. He also gives Jamie a positive affirmative talk. And I like that, because, they don't show our black men on TV all the time bigging each other up and supporting each other like that. And I think that was good. But he also shared with Quick also shared with little Jamie that he was shot and paralyzed before. He told him to cherish his parents. He gave some good advice. He talked to Jason about becoming a DJ, and it's kind of looking like Jason may not want to be a DJ. So we'll see. We'll talk more about that when we move on to episode 4. So then the ladies meet at Ocean Prime. And so, like, this kind of gave me, Winter was like, oh, Monique's gone. Somebody needs to take control. And she planned this meal with these ladies, because Ashley, for one, was like, why was I invited? Why am I here? What are you doing? And so it is kind of awkward when you have to have like a meal with people that you don't really know or whatever. But we got to see a little bit of what the meal is going to entail. And it looks like, Winter was trying to get somewhere with Ashley as far as a friendship. And Ashley is like, I don't need no new friends. Winter basically does not like Ashley's delivery. Tasha actually seemed like she co-signed that. She said like that Ashley was grilling her. So who knows? We about to get into episode 4. I'm gonna have to keep up, because if I skip an episode, I'm only gonna do like a little short recap because I'm trying to get to what we just watched the other night. Episode 4, Sex, Lies, and the Great Debate. Okay, I had to get my pen together on this joint because I think my phone was dead or something. But if I don't take notes while I'm watching the show that I'm reviewing, I don't remember all the little points that I want to hit, and then I end up doing a video and watching the video back, and I'm like, I didn't say this, I didn't say that. So I try to write down my points so that I don't forget. So anyway, so this one is they are picking right back up with the ladies at Ocean Prime. And Irena mentions that they've been together for 30 years, and so nothing's perfect. And so they get to talking about the subject of cheating. And so, the whole time that Ashley's talking, they're showing Winter like giving the side eye. She's being shady in her confessionals, and they're just really like painting her out to be like the catalyst for all the bullshit, because the stuff that she's saying is going to cause some problems. So so they get to talking about cheating, and Ashley mentions that she doesn't go looking for anything, and then they cut away to Irena saying that if I don't see it with my own eyes or hear it with my own ears, then I'm good. And so to each his own. They've been married for 26 years. Whatever they're doing is working. So, to some couples, cheating is not a deal breaker. And to those couples, I say they have tools that not a lot of us have, because I'm out. So that is a little bit more of an interesting story. That's a little bit more of an interesting story that everybody's going to eat up. Okay. So then Ashley goes to Quick's job to try to get him to take some time off to be with the family. And it comes out in that conversation that he has a pattern of getting into accidents because he's falling asleep behind the wheel. So I'm gonna need him not to do that. I'm gonna need him to go ahead and get a hotel when he got those events, because all it takes is one bad accident and you're done. So Quick, I'm gonna need you to get that together. So then they show Jason washing his clothes, helping his grandmother. His grandmother bought her Apple Watch over there for him to pair it to her phone or whatever. And then Irena comes in and she wants to talk to him about a school that he's wanting to get into that's going to help him be more independent. So Irena talks to him about the school, and she's like, we need to turn in some more forms, but we're just waiting to hear back from them at this point. And in that conversation, he tells her that he does not want to be a DJ, that he might want to work on computers or something, or work for Apple. And so she's shocked to hear it because she thought that he wanted to be a DJ. And so she decides that they need to tell Jamie. He don't want to tell Jamie because he feel like Jamie's going to have an attitude, and she don't want to tell him because she feels like Jason should be the one to say that he doesn't want to do it. And so, they agreed that she's going to plan a family dinner. So then Irena and Winter go out. And when Irena and Winter go out, I was like, so when I saw Irena and Winter going out, when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, she is not about to go out with Winter. But she did. And they do get to talking about Irena's situation a little bit. Who knows how long that they actually talked. But what we got was that she told her that, she felt lonely and she ended up cheating, because being in somebody's DMs and texting and stuff like that is cheating as well. And she felt lonely and he caught her. But she said also that she didn't catch him. If he did cheat, then she would kind of blame herself or whatever. And so Winter starts actually like looking like she was counseling her. She actually suggested a sex therapist for Jamie and Irena to go to. And Irena looks interested. But Irena did say that their sex drives don't match. Her sex drive is down here and his is up here, and he needs to get with the foreplay. But a lot of times dudes don't see all the stuff that their woman does throughout the day, and sometimes that stuff makes you feel like you're sometimes that stuff makes the man seem like he's just an extra responsibility if he don't go about it right. So he needs to start revving up that engine before he tries to drive it. and do stuff. Like intimacy is not just in the bedroom. Like intimacy could be something that you do all day, not that's not sexual, but it's priming her for when you guys do come together in the evening. So anyway, so Arena decides she's gonna make a crab boil, and the part that was funny to me was when she sprayed the Pam cooking oil onto the crab legs. Like her mother's look said everything that I was feeling. Her mother looked at her like, did she just really spray that Pam cooking spray on them crab legs? That was funny. Maybe production told her to do it. Who knows? But that shit was funny. But they all tore the food up, so it must have been good. So then dinner starts, and when dinner starts, Arena is like, "Oh, so Jason, what you got going on?" At least that's how they edited it. I'm not gonna be saying that this whole thing or whatever, but anyway, she asks Jason, "What you got going on?" So Jason talks about, waiting to hear back from the school, and then she says, something about this. She points out that he doesn't want to be a DJ, and so Jamie's face does get tight. And then he's like, "Well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" Now, the thing that stood out to me about this conversation was that when he said that he didn't want to be a DJ, a lot of them started to give him reasons why he should. It was like they were trying to persuade him to do it, like he didn't know what he wanted to do, like he couldn't figure out the stuff. That's how it came off, and I was like, somebody needs to speak up. I felt like Arena wanted to say something else, but then her daughter came through. She actually said she was going to come through to save the day when she first got there. So I don't know if that was scripting, but she saved the day because by her speaking up and saying what her experience was, I'm pretty sure Jason felt 100% supported, and that made him feel a lot better for even coming out with it to his father. So, but Jamie did get an attitude, but he'll get over it. He'll be all right. So then Ashley, Quick, and Jamie and Arena go out on a double date, and I'm so glad they did this double date because I like them together. I like them together, as couples, right? And they went to a place called Spin. It's a ping pong social club, and the people that started it, apparently they wanted to be like Olympian ping pongers, and so that's how it started. I think the first one may have been in New York. I know it wasn't here, but anyway, that's where they went. It looked like a fun time for food and drinks or whatever. I don't know how the food is though, so I'm gonna have to see what's up with that. But on that day, they started talking about Arena told them that she had talked to Winter, and Winter suggested a sex therapist. And so Quick was like, wait, when's the last time y'all had sex? Is it sex like that bad? And then so they get to talking about it a little bit, and Arena says she needs foreplay, and Jamie says he don't let her do the kind of foreplay he want to do. And so I could tell though by the way that they deal with each other, they're still attracted to each other, and they still got that spark that they had, but life just probably has gotten in between that or dimmed it out a little tiny bit because of all the responsibilities they got or whatever. But when she leaned over and was like, "You gonna cheat on me if I don't let you eat the box?" I was like, "Oh, look at her. She knows she being cute," and he was just eating it up. So I was like, "That's cute." But yeah, so I think it's also like real that they are. I think it's also awesome that they're sharing that because a lot of people would not want to share that, let alone on TV. So shouts out to them for that because a lot of people probably, the thing about telling a story is that a lot of times you think you're the only one going through whatever it is that is happening, but you will be surprised at how many people you help by sharing your story that are going through the exact same thing or something similar. So it's not about the people who are going to talk shit about it. It's about the people that you're going to help by sharing your testimony. And that's with anything. All right, I'm off my soapbox. Anyway, so they had that double date. And then they talked about forcing the kids to do things. You know what I mean? Because Jamie, found out that he was forcing Jason to do what he wants to do instead of letting Jason figure it out himself. And I suspect the same thing is there with Jamie. Little Jamie probably feels like it's a lot to live up to what his father's expectations are. And so Jamie don't want to see the sex therapist, but Arena does. So we'll see if they actually go through with that. So Monique and Chris, listen, like I said before, it's probably hard for Chris to win an argument with Monique because I feel like she's just deeper than he is. And that's why Chris is struggling. he really probably doesn't even understand what the hell she wants from him, because people only understand stuff on their plane of understanding. And if his deep level is right here and hers is somewhere up there, he's not picking up what she's putting down. That's why he's still confused. But I guess he said that too. He said that they're going at different speeds or whatever. But like right now as it stands, he don't know what the hell she wants. But it do sound like on their it does sound like that on their trip to Africa, they booked too many excursions because they didn't have time to do a lot of other things. But that is the place that you want to see everything and get the pictures and eat the food and all of that. But I feel like they should have planned that vacation a little bit longer, and they should have went on this trip to Africa, came back, brought the kids back, and went on the trip with themselves so that they can try to see if they can have their aha moments within their marriage. But that's just me. But you definitely need a vacation after that vacation. So Monique and Chris are like unpacking stuff, and they're talking about the trip, and she's like, I would have hoped that we would have had some type of aha moment between us. And she's trying to get him to go deep, and she's telling him that he's surfacey, and she's telling him that he is not being vulnerable, whatever. And he thinks he's being vulnerable. So that's why I said he's just not as deep as she is. But they get into it to the point where he kind of starts to shut down, and then he tries to come back after he's like made her mad and talk about a total different subject having to do with her mom, and she's not having it. And I've definitely been there before. Like, we trying to talk about this and we didn't get this resolved. Ain't no way I'm about to have any type of foo-foo conversation with you until we do this. So get out my face. And that's the vibe I got from her. Poor Chris, though, because like I said, I feel like it's hard for him to win an argument with her. Like, she seems like she just shuts him down. You know what I mean? What do y'all think? Comment below. What do y'all think? Overall, I think this episode was good because they talked about a lot of stuff that most people that go on TV will not want to be open about. Now, Jamie does not want to be as open as Irena, but they are all being good sports about it, and they're discussing things that, most people will keep hush-hush. So, I'm here for it. The next episode, as y'all already know, I like spicy, not food, but spicy shows, and it looks like it's going to get spicy. I just seen that Irena about to be on 10. Winter looked like she in the line of fire. I don't know what's happening, but it looked like she might have told a fib. But we'll see what happens. I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share your girl out. I'm trying to get to 1,000, okay? I'm very far away, but you guys can help me by sharing my video. Okay, thanks. Bye.